Most formative bit of my background was as head of data at Sky. So during the Comcast acquisition, so we were the biggest media company in Europe of its type at that time, and then becoming a global company with this sort of being gobbled up by the North American giant. And it was an amazing time. I was head of data across the buy and the sell side of media, which meant we had this incredible resource which could be purposed for many things. That's common for a lot of organizations, but kind of like the timing was pretty special. So that was around 2016, 2017. And Sky was doing something crazy then, but something which is very normal now, which was migrating all of its data onto cloud. So for them, it was taking everything from its on-premise data centers into Google Cloud. And as I say, very normal now. Very, 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 very weird.
But you're right. Back then, that's when everyone was just starting. Like people don't realize like the whole cloud, the transition of all these applications, data sets, that didn't really start until like 2012 to 2014, very earliest. And I don't think it even accelerated until a couple years after that.
You're absolutely right. And I don't make a secret of the fact that when I took the job at Sky, no one told me that this was the plan. And I was very happy to be living in a world of, enterprise data warehouse on premise, like EDW type language, leaning into the likes of the like classical SaaS like Adobe and that kind of stuff. And then this happened. I was like, whoa, I don't even know what that is. Got to Google what that is. And it ended up very quickly becoming the most influential sort of force on my career. So the question was,
it forced you to get technical and to learn this new domain, right?
Well, everyone was learning, right? I mean, it's not like there was a big bench of experts with deep expertise at that point. It was a new thing.
Yeah. No, and even more then, I would say, because three worlds existed: on-premise data management, cloud data management, and then like this gray area in between of people who built up MarTech, ad tech stacks from third-party tech. I probably sat in that middle of like a very happy buyer of lots of tech. Probably also with I came from the old school web analytics, digital analytics background, so probably some chops. But yeah,
we had Adam Greco on the show a little while back.
Long time ally, long time fan. Love what they're doing over there as well. I mean, very relevant. The team and I got a front row seat to how to use cloud compute and storage inside of a gigantic enterprise to support the buy and the sell side of media. And we were very lucky. So we built all this stuff on GCP and accelerated the business. So what we built there was in the UK and Europe was immediately adopted in North America, and we found we were in our thinking and execution 10 or 15 years ahead of a lot of companies because they all had started their cloud transformation, just as Rio said. It became the obvious and de rigueur thing to do. And it's funny you mentioned. I was like, okay, cool. Well, we should go and help other companies make use of AWS, Azure, and GCP, and the emerging Snowflake, Databricks, BigQuery side of the world as well to feed advertising on the buy and the sell side. That feels like something which people want to do and need to do quickly. So we left and started Loop Horizon, which was that consulting business, very relevant to our audience's story because 10 or 15 projects in, making good money, people would pay us to tell them how to use AWS and Snowflake to pump data into, Google Ads, Meta, the Trade Desk, etc. I was like, you make it new every time and get paid a few $100,000 to do it. But like maybe because we're recommending the same framework, maybe this could be great training wheels for a software.